It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be on Hall of Fame, so it's gonna be tough for both of us. I'll take home because I won. Alright, it automatically put me there. Alright, first one. Second one. Wait, didn't I already have the Raptors? Didn't I already have the Raptors? Alright, well, I don't remember, so I'm just gonna say first one. Oh, yuck. You ready for this? Talk crap about my team. We're coming back to strike against the Mamba. Maybe that's a sign you should get the Kobe edition.
Welcome to a jam-packed arena here in Oklahoma City. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Lakers right now, Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
So one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Outside Durant. Lets it go with a three. And the basket good. Durant's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up the lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Second chance shot. Got a piece of it.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
You're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. Here's Roberson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
6 to shoot. They need this. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. The Thunder leading by 8.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
And the Thunder with some changes. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams, and it's Waiters in for Roberson.
Come on.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Thunder.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. It's Westbrook with the drive. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Nobody near Williams. And again, the Lakers no good. Oklahoma City leading by 10. And Waiters kicks to Cantor. It's stolen by Bass. Here's Kobe. No good with the layup.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard. Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
.104 left to play in the first. Stolen by Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
Your dude threw it all the way down the court.
50 seconds left to play here in the first. And Cantor throws it down.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the #2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
And Bryant gets it to go.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
To the paint. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And it's Foye missing. Williams passes to Huertas. And the rejection by Ibaka. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Thunder out in front. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Russell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Julius Randle. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Williams at the 3 side. Russell no luck.
No one to blame on that one but himself. When you get looks like that, you've got to take it
You know, Greg, for waiters, it would be unfair for the Thunder to ask that of anybody. You know, that's tough to do. Clark, hard to make up what Harden had accomplished.
Yeah, and the Thunder even asked waiters not to wear number 13 to avoid any comparisons, which I think was a smart move. But they still would like to have him provide some punch in terms of points off the bench.
Randall grabs the board. Lakers trail by 8. The drive by Russell. No good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Waiters gets a wide open look. The shot no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Clarkson. And he slams it one-handed.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Collison. Overson comes in for Dion Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Hey, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
They get it back. Tries again. And now here comes Williams leading the break. That's good. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Ibaka goes in. And Adams with the slam.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
So it's the Thunder now. And Ibaka kicks to Westbrook. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Williams. No luck. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
He dishes it to Russell. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here's the break. And Westbrook throws it down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Oklahoma City leading by 14. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Inside. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Clarkson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
The clock runs out.
That was funny. Westbrook stuck his thumbs up. Yeah, good job, guys. That was funny. Did you think that was funny? I thought that was funny.
OKC, make some noise. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
What a performance from Durant here. 10 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the three, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. His pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive grade as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet, up until last season, he'd been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnover.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Durant. Offensive rebound. Feeds to Robertson. Left side, Westbrook. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
The basket good off the assist from Durant. 16 points for Russell Westbrook.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. I tell you, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Ryan against Durant. Lets it go from 11. Kobe can't hit.
Well, I tell you what, guys, last season the Thunder were fantastic on the glass. I mean, they started out as a great rebounding team and got even better after their trades.
Shot from a low block. And again, it's Kevin Durant. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
Last season, the Oklahoma City Thunder led the entire NBA in rebounding. Greg, they did well on both ends. First in the league in offensive rebounds and second in defensive.
And Kevin, the thing that sticks out for me, for OKC, everybody rebounds. The guards, the bigs, the wings. It really has a huge impact and allows you to have that many more possessions. So if this team is healthy, watch out.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Al Singler, he's checked in for Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Roberson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. And Singler kicks to Durant. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like. And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics had traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cantor. The Lakers also with a sub. Randall's checked in for Nance. And then Durant with the jam.
With the points he's racked up in the paint, he's taken some pressure off of their perimeter shooters.
And going back to Brandon Bass, he was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions, really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player, the outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed.
For three, Durant. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Williams attacking. And he gets the bucket.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Fires the three. No good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Thunder out in front.
You ain't got nobody, man. Kobe sucks on that team
thanks
right
again
now.
for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth.
Just 5 more minutes. That's it.
Oklahoma City's got
Then you get
a
a new
success
team.
rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Brandon Bass. He's out there with Brown. And it's Huertas in at the point. Williams kicks to Black. McGarry with the steal. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. Got a piece of it. They recover it. That's good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And the basket good.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
13 feet away. And it's Collison that time on the assist by Singler.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Morrow, no good. LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Williams, that's good. The Thunder have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. But they get it back. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound. Collison dishes to Morrow. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. And Williams, here we go. And then Brown with the dunk.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And he gets it to go.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Lewis Williams looking at the mascot like, who's this?
Timeout called by Oklahoma City. The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their road game.
Well, you know, they shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And here is Los Angeles now. They grabbed their own miss. Tipped away. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Durant. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Some changes for the Lakers. Nance comes in for Tariq Black. That's Bryant in for Brown. That's good from Durant. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category. And even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home, they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Oklahoma City.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And what a huge standout.
What do you think Kobe Bryant would think if this was real right now?
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
They get the rebound. And Ibaka slams it in.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Roberson the pass to Ibaka. He kicks it to Westbrook. Durant attacking. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And that's 36 points for Kevin Durant.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's Westbrook. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Here's Wirtz. Here's Kobe. That's good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, right. I thought you were gonna come back. Yeah, you get 500 coins each time you play. That's pretty dope. Just for playing for fun, you get coin. Last game. I get the freaking Mavericks. Are you serious? I don't want no Mavericks. Ain't nobody want these. I should have took the Timberwolves. Zach LaVine, Carl Anthony Town.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Dallas Mavericks please their home crowd. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Davis and Ashik in the middle. And it's Evans in at the 3, the small forward.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And Pachulia drops them both.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Pelicans ball. Holiday against Williams. And stolen by Williams. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Matthews with the steal. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Nowitzki drives in, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
That's a few more points onto their lead with the turnover.
Down hard.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Here's Davis. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th playoff berth for them in the last 15 years, and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more, Greg, over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent in the #2 seed, Houston. A good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seeds.
Nowitzki kicks to Matthews. Williams can't hit.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
On its way from Parsons for 2. Dallas again missing.
Yeah, and you know, the Mavs got bounced out by the Rockets in 5 games in round 1. They were able to avoid the sweep, but losing the first 3 was way too much to overcome.
So it's the Mavericks now. Nowitzki kicks to Williams. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Takes a 3. No luck. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
And for Dallas in the playoffs, really, it didn't help to have the Rondo drama going on at the time. Even if that hadn't happened, though, you got the feeling that they were overmatched against a red-hot team.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again. And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Here's Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. Count that one. 6 points for Darren Williams.
Alright, I don't want to end with the Mavericks, so do one more. I don't like the Mavericks at all. Oh, you don't get... That sucks. That'd have been cool if you would have got coins even if you quit. That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this should be our last one. Cavs. This sucks. I don't want to end on the Cavs, but it's gonna be a good last game here. Boy. Oh man. You think this is gonna be good? You did good in the first game when I had the Spurs, dude. I was actually trying that game. The last game, you had the Lakers. You didn't have anybody. They sucked. Anthony Davis, that's the only dude you had in that last game. So now we'll see how this game goes out. This is the last game. Till tomorrow. What time is it? .328.
It's a road game for the Thunder, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. The fans are making noise at Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland for their Cavaliers. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in the league, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for Oklahoma City right now, the rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year for the chance to get Love.
Robertson. They can't stop the run with that one. Smith kicks to LeBron. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Now, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And Westbrook, here we go. Outside Durant. Here's Robertson. Here's Adams. Thompson with the rebound.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Can't get it to go. Thunder have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Durant just inside the line. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Yeah, for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Some solid defense there from Irving. Here's LeBron. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Here's Robertson. Gets the front of the rim and out.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
Playing tomorrow.
And then for Oklahoma City, Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Robertson. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Cantor dishes to Ibaka. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. Second shot opportunity. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Cleveland ball.
Here's James. 9 points in the game so far. The finish.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal. He hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Cavaliers lead by 13. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye. Then it's Jefferson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Shumpert in a 2-guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Outside Jefferson. Here's Frye. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Frye's got his first points in this one.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. Mozgov kicks to Jefferson. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist from Dellavedova. Shumpert's got his first 3 points of the game.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the back end.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Love's checked in for Frye. LeBron comes in for Richard Jefferson. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Roberson comes in for Kyle Singler. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Ford.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Durant. Unloads from 9. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 8.
You know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook for that matter.
That's his first personal foul.
And so here is Oklahoma City. They trail by 16. Adams' shot is off. Now Cleveland moving it up. And a wide open look for Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Here's Westbrook. And he slams that one down.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
The 3. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead got down to 11 on the bucket from Roberson.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Stolen by Waiters. To the inside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Waiters got it back down to within single digits for Oklahoma City.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Andre Robertson. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And they get it back. And he gets it to go. Smith's got his first points in this one. Passes it to Adams. Irving with the steal. Smith kicks to LeBron. Irving against Adams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Amon Shepard is coming for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
And stolen by Frye. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. And that does it for the first half of play. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 13. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
I said you muted your mic. I didn't know if you knew. I thought you muted it.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. 16 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. The Cavaliers leading by 13.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the mega stars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Here's Adams. Power down with both hands.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered us, some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Thunder trailing by 13. Westbrook with a wide open look. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Smith outside. Thompson passes to LeBron. Lets the 3 fly. Smith, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Westbrook. Can't hit. Cavaliers go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the rejection by James. And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters is checked in.
Dion Waiters.
Dishes it to Ibaka. Fades. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the game to go. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And those mid-season trades for the
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
It's stolen by Adams. Here's Waiters. Out to Ibaka. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. LeBron with it. And it's Waiters picking him up. Shot from free throw range. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. 24 points for LeBron.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
But they recover it. Here's Waiters. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And they got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
LeBron drives in, and that one's good. LeBron's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here's Thompson. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. .27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That is good.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Thunder. And Shumpert kicks to Smith. Here's Thompson. Goes back up. No good on the layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Durant. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the floor.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. Here's Morrow. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 16. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. They've got Mozgov. Channing Frye out there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Irving at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Offensive rebound. Here's Mozgov. Lets it go with a 3.
That was a perfect release, and I missed it. I'm done.
Morrow dishes to Foy. Feeds to Morrow. Here's Ibaka. It's hauled in by Frye. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Ball stolen. Robertson can't hit.
Sounded like somebody just got shot.
That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. James checked in for Shumpert. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Westbrook's checked in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Wait. That isn't mine. What the?
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries.
Apparently they didn't want LeBron to
the hard
dunk the
part
ball.
of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Durant comes in for Kyle Singler. And it's Waiters in for Roberson. LeBron, no luck.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Stolen by Durant. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Shots good by Ibaka.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end. But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Irving kicks to Thompson. Love the pass to LeBron. The offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
It's Durant on the wing. James covering. Here's Ibaka. And Thompson sends it back. They retain possession. They get a hand on it. And Ibaka kicks to Waiters. Westbrook. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Good game for Westbrook. He has 9 rebounds and 5 assists.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
And a wide open look for James. Once again,
Are you freaking kidding me?
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
That is good. 12 points for Kevin Durant.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Well, I like the fact that we can still see a flicker of a flame burning. They haven't given up or given in. They've picked it up at both ends and right now on a nice run.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that he can test his shots every time down the floor. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Well, the ball movement was good. The player movement was excellent, and you only get assists when guys make shots.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for James. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. Is it getting dark in here? Because if not, it's time to turn the lights out.
They're out already. I mean, give them a ton of credit for the job they did here today. Really impressive.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 16. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Foy missing. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react. And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Morrow, that's a two-pointer. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
6-second difference. That jam! Just beautiful.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Okay.
Thunder ball.
17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. LeBron outside. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Well, They're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Puts it up, the inbound. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That free throw, no good. So neither attempt will fall that time frame. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave.
I want to make sure everything was good. Yeah, everything was legit. Everything's legit. Good.
Their fans plenty to scream.
Want to do one more? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was just kidding. You gonna pop a pack or? Alright then. Well,